Hello and welcome to my channel, Inner Light of Truth Tarot. My name's Denise and I do collective readings. My readings are timeless, so this could be your past, present, or future. Please use your discernment. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel and, supporting me. I'm going to jump into these energies. What's the message? Self-doubt. There's something you're doubting. And it's holding you back from moving forward. You're not making the right decision. But you do have that strength there to power through it, whatever it is. Could be a limiting pattern. Maybe you need to detach from something. The universe knows you know what your obligations are. But right now your energy's scattered because you're not detaching from a person, place, or thing. You just need to listen to your wisdom and have gratitude for everything that's been given to you in this lifetime. You're a very compassionate person and you've released those negative energies. So right now you need to concentrate on self-love and find the lessons in everything that, you've had to go through in your life. Just let it go. Let it go and release that judgment. Because when you step back and look at the bigger picture, you understand where your energy got depleted. You're being given a fresh start. Let's see. Message for the collective. Spell work. You're being called to explore identifying, raising, and directing energy with the intention of bringing forth an outcome. Astral travel. You're being called to communicate with spirits, entities, and guides in the astral realms to retrieve and share the messages. Tassography. You're being called to explore reading the tea leaves or coffee grounds. Look at the symbolic patterns within the teacup to uncover the messages. These could be your spiritual gifts. They don't have to be. They could be somebody in your energy. Spiritual gifts. They don't have to be. I just like to pull them to see what's out in the energy. What's the message? Message for the collective. Stay open. The universe wants you to stay open. Embrace spontaneity and trust in the universe. Trust in the journey that you're on. You may have had a chaotic life. And there's people that have brought conflicts to you within relationships. So just go within and get that clarity that you need, on those old relationships, if you're still dwelling on something. You may have lost your balance for a little bit. You lost the direction for a while in your life where you were going, but things changed. Yeah, things changed. There was a point in your life where things changed. Maybe it's because you had children and you got back on your path. But there is people in your energy that are tricksters, they deceive you. They tell you one thing and do something totally different. It could lead to your downfall. This person is overworked and they're egotistical. They could be famous. They don't have to be. Or they could have a platform of some kind, social media. Nothing message. Neptune. You're very youthful. Illusions were thrown at you. But you're actually able to be proactive about a problem instead of being reactive. You use your gut instincts, and you may have gotten out of things. You listened to your inner self, and you kept going no matter what it was. Yeah, you just let everything be, and you trusted in, what happens, happens. There's nothing you can do to control the situation sometimes. Things happen, and they happen, and, a lot of times it's out of your control. What's the message? Inner child, you've been doing your inner child work. And you're a very mature soul. Yeah, you could have went back on your path after a tragedy. That could have been a really deep lesson that you had to go through in order to put you back on your path. But you're a very mature soul. You're very inquisitive. You're sensitive to energy. And your path in life was emotional. You were supposed to gain emotional wisdom. You were supposed to learn from hard relationships. And you've been burning that karma. And that's because you're loving yourself. You're not limiting yourself. You concentrated on your home and family for a long time. And right now the synchronicities are there for you, that you're getting victory over something. You're a warrior spirit, and you're seeking the answers from within because you're breaking all these contracts, these karmic contracts. You're no longer allowing negativity, into your life. Sometimes you can't control that, but, you can put up boundaries. Language of the cosmos. So you're connected to the universe, and you're getting your insights and guidance directly from the universe because you're seeing beyond the illusions. You've been blessed by the universe, and you walk with grace. Yeah. Everything's about, your light within, and that you're being guided by the universe. That's what these cards are saying. And you know exactly who you are, and you're continuing to grow. You're not allowing those obstacles in life to hold you back anymore. You're living your authentic life. What's the message? What's the message, Holy Spirit? Ablaze with aurora. Be ablaze with aurora, embodying the vibrant energies that dance across the celestial canvas. So you understand how energies work. You understand those energies. Just like the colors of the aurora, everything can change at a moment's notice. And you walk through the mystic mist where, you see things that are unseen. You're being guided, and your ancestors are protecting you. You're riding those currents and just allowing life to happen. And that's your destiny because your roots are strong. You have a really strong roots, and your creativity is coming out in ways that you never thought they could. And right now, with the breeze of change, things are changing in your life because you're transforming. Yeah, I'm seeing earth, air, and water out here. Heavy water. What is the message? Self-love. So right now, you're working on yourself. You're expanding. You're manifesting. You know what your intentions are in life. And you're trusting in the divine. You understand there's greater forces at play here. You're releasing that control, and you're allowing the universe to do its work. You've gone within, and you've worked on those memories. Those things that happened in the past. You've went through them. You're not playing those shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You're just going in and you're taking care of it. And if, you have still some inner inner anger, you're releasing that anger from those situations. Yeah, what's the message? It's because your abundance is here. You're using your gifts. You're celebrating. That opportunity is here for you. You know your self-worth and you're a very high vibrational person. Somebody in your energy really wants to control the way these cards come out. It's hilarious. Because every time I look at the bottom of the deck, it's a negative card. Yeah. All this happened because there was something toxic in your life. They wanted to bind themselves to you and have you, you know, redo all these patterns. And this energy was vampire. It was someone who was just draining your energy. They were a vampire. It caused you trauma, and they were trying to stick themselves to you. But you're a very nurturing and protective person, and your family came first. Your commitment to your family came first. You did the inner child work, and you're in your North Node, and Destiny's at play at this time. They're still spying on you, but your higher self is activated. So, them trying to keep you wounded ain't gonna work anymore because you have these new starts in your life. You do. You have the new start in your life. What is the message? Create. You're being asked to create. There's something you want to create. Because when you create, you're going to get celebrated. You just have to listen to your inner wisdom. Have patience that things will work out the way they are, and open up because you're meant to soar. Things are going to change in your life because you've been persistent. Have faith that everything's going to work out and allow the universe to do its work. What is the message? Spirit, angels. Grounding. You've been grounding yourself. You've been staying present in the moment. You're a very stable person. People have tried to create stories, and you've been questioning the narrative of these stories. Your story isn't the same as what other people are putting out in the universe. But you're not even putting your story out there. You know what that story is, and because you're not saying a word, it's very strong, and that's because you have faith in the universe. The universe sees everything. They know what, the universe knows what's going to happen, and you trust in that. You've been walking your spiritual path, and you're moving on from negative and toxic situations, and that's what's going to lead to your abundance, because right now you're very comforted, and you're walking the higher ground. Your ancestors are all around you helping you, and you've been making those powerful choices, and you understand that the power is within yourself. You're the only one that can make the decisions in your life for you. Nobody else can control which way you're going to go. That's the message. Tide of transitions. Right now you're transitioning. Yeah, you're seeking solace in the quiet moments, and you know what your goals are in life. You've traveled to the unknowing and gone deep into your spirit. What's the word I'm looking for? You've dove deep into your shadow side. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. You sought wise counsel from your spirit team, and you enjoy the stillness. And that's what's going to get you your opportunities, because you have one last move, and answers are going to unfold for you. They're not going to be concealed any longer. You are the saving grace, and you've been sculpturing yourself your whole life. You found peace at this point in your life. What is the message? message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, message for the collective. What is the message for the collective? Message, Holy Spirit. Oops, cards are flying all over, so let's see what's going on here. So right now you're cleansing yourself. You're going through a purification process, and things are going to lift off for you. You know, the wait is over. Things are coming in. Someone in your energy is trying to numb themselves. They want to be in that status of your my boo. They want to be in a relationship with you, but instead they're sticking with their addictions. And they're spilling the beans on things that happened in your relationship. They're a very untrustworthy person, whoever this is. So just keep purifying yourself and taking actions on what you need to do in your life. Just remember that you're the only one that can make these decisions. I'm just reading the cards. What other message? What about spilling the beans? Yeah. What about spilling the beans? This person. Oops. There is a key player coming in. Key person. They're called the key player. They're a very important person that's going to come into your life. They are going to play an essential role. They will be irreplaceable. You could be this key player that came into this person's life and they just messed it up totally. Or you could be having somebody new coming into your life with resources that you need. What's the message? Underwater caves, find strength in surrender, allowing life to unfold with grace and acceptance. So you need to just allow things to happen. You know, they'll play out the way they're supposed to play out. What's the message? What is the message? What is the message? Sirius, number 33. Let's read Sirius, number 33. Authenticity, self-acceptance, and confidence. Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, shines like a beacon from the heavens. In ancient times, many myths and legends were created around the star, both positive and negative. The Sirius card arrives when you are on the receiving end of both criticism and praise from others. Sirius has wisdom to offer around being the center of attention. Every year, Sirius is hidden behind the sun for a period of time, but it returns to visibility and coincides with the Nile River's annual flooding season. Ancient Egyptians believed that Sirius sent the floods due to the timing of the appearance. On the positive side, because Sirius is the brightest star, it has been revered as the greatest reflection of the divine that we can see here on Earth. Sirius is coming to you now as validation that when your light shines brightly, it attracts both adoration and criticism. You may feel tempted to dim your light or to shrink back into the shadows to lessen the amount of feedback coming your way. These types of reactions only ignite feelings of self-abandonment because you are refusing to honor who you truly are. Like Sirius, others will view you through many different lenses during your life. To some, you are the villain, and to others, you are the hero. Their opinions have no bearing on who you actually are. It is important to stay true to your soul and what feels authentic to you, despite what others might think. When you love yourself for both your shadow and your divine essence, You are shining your light in the most authentic way possible. Regardless of whether you are the villain or hero in someone else's story, you are always the main character in yours. Hold steadfast to the power you possess as the brightest star in your sky. Reminder, dimming your light ignites self-abandonment. Allowing it to shine radiates authenticity. That's just beautiful. Let's see. What is the message? So the spirit animal is tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Those could be affirmations that you need to do. My passion is my power. I am bold and I am brave. You may need to use those affirmations. What's the message? Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone, or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So it may be time to put down your electronics for a while and just be you. It's the message. Go out in nature. What's the message? Oh, starting fresh. Encouragement, goals, foundations, creative ventures, and communication. Step out of your comfort zone. You are about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. Oops, that one fell on the floor. 777, good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get the message to others. What's the other? Ooh. 0909, new beginnings, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishments, endings, conclusions, and big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, doesn't it? Close the old chapter, a new adventure will unravel. So I'm going to leave this message here. I thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. I hope you come back again. Thanks again, and have a great day.